First of all, name of Allah. Hi. In this CSS tutorial, we will learn about grid items. In body tags, open development and close the development. In between developments, we will create open development and close the development and use one copy. Now we will apply CSS on these items. Press the build button to save the file. Go to the browser and reload the page. We will use style.css external style sheet and use grid hyphen box and ID selector use open curly braces and close curly braces. In between curly braces we will use display grid, display column grid, underneath gap colon 10px semicolon, underneath gap background color colon hashtag DEB87 semicolon, underneath we will use padding colon 10px from top, bottom, right and left. This ID selector and G-B selector using ID header we will use equal double quotes, in between double quotes G-B hashtag G-item in short form I, open curly braces and close curly braces, background color colon hashtag F7 F50 semicolon, and underneath text line center, text line colon center semicolon, and padding colon 20px semicolon, and font size font hyphen size colon 30px. Underneath G1 we will use item in short form I1, open curly braces and close curly braces. In between curly braces we will use grid hyphen column and one /span 2 semicolon, and grid row grid hyphen row column 1 semicolon. As it is, copy, Control C use, and underneath paste, Control V and change its selector to underneath paste, Control V use, and grid column 3, grid column 3 and one /span 2, and in item 3, column, space 3, and use 3. 1 2 3 5 and use these ID selector and selector using. Press the build button to save the file style.css, index.html, class, ID attribute use equal double quotes in between double quotes. We will use I1, selector I5. Press the build button to save the file index.html, already saved, column, and press the build button to save the file index.html, already saved. Go back to the browser and reload the page. We use selector in style.css file g grid -i in short form item, copy g-1 g-i, copy and paste in id in double quotes, paste, white space, paste. Press the below button to save the file index.html, style.css, already saved. Go back to the browser and reload the page. As you can see, we used ID selector. It doesn't work in, and ID attribute use, it's also doesn't work. Instead we use class selector use, class selector and class selector in save the file style.css and index.html. Use class attribute use and class attribute use and use class attribute and class attribute use and class attribute use, class attribute use. Press the build button to save the file index.html, style.css, already saved, and we used the class selector. Press the build button to save the file and go back to the browser and reload the page. As you can see, we used the class selector instead ID selector. It's work on Chrome browser.